Elite Assembly. Step up and see flash, it's the Toyleet crew. We're the kings of the game, yeah, the chosen few. From the shadows we rise with the rarest finds. Collect them, respect them, we're one of a kind. Toyleet, ready the streets. Elite with the feats in this collectible feast. Toyleet, never the street. We're the heart of the beat, we're all playmates, me. Check our stacks, our collection supreme. Limited editions, every collector's dream. We're the myths, we're the legends, with every drop. Taking over the block, we never stop. In the alleys where the heroes bleed. Toyleet's the name, hear what we say. Rising, thriving, always vibing. In our realm we're always dropping. Toyleet, rain in the street, the lift Toyleet, setting the pace. With a snap of the case and a click of the lock, Toyleet's on top and we're ready to rock. Collecting more than just toys, we're up. We're up. We're up. Feast Toyleet, never the street. We're the heart of the beat, we're all playmates, me. We're the tree, we're the Toyleet. What's the throne? Cause in this zone we never admit defeat. Come for the thrill, stay for the chase. Toyleet's in the place, set in the pace.
Oh, what's up, special guest?
Yeah.
Special guest? Nah, that's not me. I just wanted to jump in real quick and tell everybody thank you for tuning in this week. I actually will be leaving here in a moment. Ed and our special guest will take over from there, but I should be back on the regular schedule next week. Thanks, folks, for your patience. More importantly, Ed, thank you. Thank Oz. Thank Brick. I think there was somebody else that was on last week, too. Oh, Joe G, thank you all for covering in my absence last week. And let's bring the guest in real quick, and let's thank him.
How's it going?
Hey, look at this. Look at this guy.
It's been a while. It's been a while. How's it going?
Doing good, man.
I haven't seen you in like 8 years.
I know.
We don't talk ever.
Time, right?
Yeah.
It's been like 8 years since we've met.
I've never seen you before, actually.
So, for those that don't know, that didn't see the show back in the day, this show actually evolved from a show that myself and Luke here used to do called Conversations from the Crick, where we talked about pretty much everything from action figures, aliens, Sasquatch, all that fun stuff. So Luke decided that he was no longer wanting to be a YouTube star with me.
I moved on. Yeah.
He wanted to be famous on his own.
It was like, Paul Simon, Mr. Garfunkel himself.
Yeah.
Gunfarkle.
So,
Gunfarkle,
yes.
Gunfarkle.
So how things been for you, brother?
I don't know, Father.
You don't know? Right.
No, I don't. What you sipping on? Should we steal that bit?
Yeah, what you sipping on? I am sipping on some jasmine tea out of my hella dope mug.
I'm sipping on some Crystal Head vodka by Dan Aykroyd. Nice and warm. I love.
We really need to go up there and get a bottle from him when he comes to Niagara Falls and have him sign.
Yeah, let's steal that from him. Oh, we're gonna have him sign it. We're gonna pay. Yeah. I don't usually pay for stuff.
Don't usually pay for stuff?
No, usually just arg. I'm a pirate.
You're just a pirate?
Cowboy.
There's got to be something better out there, right?
Yep. Muppets. That's a great reference. I love the Muppets.
Muppet Treasure Island.
Muppet Treasure Island. So what's the plan for today?
We're just going to bullshit for a little while. Talk about some things. I want to say hi to the chat real quick.
Hi, chat.
We got the Roll Keeper here. What's up, Roll Keeper?
What's up, chat?
And Tiffany from the Vaz Zone is here. How you doing, Tiffany? And then we got this guy, special guest or guest host, because Travis is on vacation again. He's not on a vacation, but he's got things he's got to get done. Life is getting in the way at this point in time. Menhoza, as Punk likes to call him. What's up, Menhoza?
I actually kicked him out. He's not allowed to host anymore. I'm
Yes.
taking my spot back.
He's taking his
forever.
spot back. Nolan, what's up, Nolan? Let's see. Oh, we got Kenzo. What's up, Kenzo? And we got the beautiful cobweb collector in the house.
Howdy, howdy.
And Northern Nomad. What you sipping on, suckers? And then Brick Something's here. Return of the Mac.
He gets it. He gets it. My dad doesn't know that song. He's too old.
Yeah, I don't know.
He doesn't know the song.
Yeah. And then we got this guy.
Howdy, howdy.
One and only Ted Darklaw. What's up, Ted? So, how's things been going? What have you been up to?
I feel like we already. I guess I have to put on a show because you and I talk constantly. Like I pretty much. It's not like I live with you or anything. I don't know you at all. I would never.
Rick says this is bringing me back. We gonna get some fun animations.
Gonna get some fun animations.
Yeah.
I'm a fun animation.
That's all you used to have for your picture.
Yeah, I know. I was talking about that earlier. Do you guys like my empty canvas back here? This is a beautiful painting I did myself. And then the piano that's not plugged in and it doesn't work. And I don't know how to play the piano. So no fun animations today because this guy said that I have to be on camera. I figured you guys wouldn't know who I was anyway. It's been a while.
They would have recognized you with the sunglasses. That's why I put your picture as a gorilla with sunglasses on.
I do need some sunglasses. Do I have
I'm going to grab something real quick. Hold on.
Sunglasses? Anyway, do you guys want to see what's in my comic books that I've got? I got some comic books recently. I don't know if you guys are into comic books chat. But this one's pretty sick. This is the X-Men 92 House of X 11, not 11. That's Roman numeral for 2, I think.
What do you got
sick. I'm talking about my comic books. This one's about Jubilee and her ability to have multiple lives like a video game character. And they're trying to stop the Sentinel invasion in like multiverses. It's like Endgame, but with actually good characters. Because the X-Men are better than the Avengers. No offense if you like the Avengers, but full offense.
Which is something you've been into, right? You've been doing the what is it? Marvel? What's the game?
Rivals.
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, there's not really many X-Men in that game yet, sadly. They just did the Fantastic Four season though. That's pretty good. Johnny Storm. He just came out sick. They had the thing. But here's the thing. What were you grabbing?
Well, you're going to say something else about the game?
No, I wasn't actually.
Oh,
I said,
you said here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
The thing, not
the
like
thing.
Here's the thing.
No, not here's the thing, but here's the thing.
Right.
Here
the thing.
is the thing.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just going to show off my new sign that I got.
Oh, it's Bigfoot. Saying Shing. He's a Chinese Bigfoot.
Yep. My brother works in a sheet steel factory where they build like everything out of like angle iron and iron rod and things like that. So they build bridge supports and all that stuff. But they got a sheet metal laser cutter there, so he made me that Bigfoot crossing sign. So pretty happy about that. Yeah. Maybe a G.I. Joe one too.
Oh, he made you a G.I. Joe one?
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, Fat Dread?
Rock on.
Ted says he needs to sell Luke on Marvel Champions. Greatest LCG ever. All the X-Men are there.
What does LCG mean?
Something card game.
Looter card game?
Yeah. Ted plays Marvel Champions, which is like a Marvel, like a...
I heard of Marvel Snap.
It's
that's also like a card game. Man, do I look mysterious without my eyes being shown? Am I cool?
Yes.
Dark and scary. It's just because... There we go.
I remember the old show Finding Bigfoot that used to be on Animal Planet. Yes.
Luke there's something on the hill. That's the intro. It's my favorite part.
I do believe there's a Squatch in these woods.
Yeah.
That was my favorite thing Matt ever said.
It's the best part. Yeah. Now, I have a threat to make to you.
You have a threat to make? Uh-oh.
We better have a good stream.
We're going to have a good stream.
We better have a good stream. I pulled the pin already.
Uh-oh. I'm going to pull my pin.
And then we'll
no. We'll take the whole place out.
You're going to kill me? What about me?
Between this and Punk show Thursday, yes, Punk is having his daughter Olivia on his Thursday with a friend, so it's going to be
Nepotism.
Thursday with a daughter. It's bring your kids to week work.
Week work.
Work week. There we go.
Bring the kids to week
Words
work.
are hard.
Week work.
Ted says
great.
that's a living card game.
A living card game.
Yeah.
How does
So
it live?
I think it's kind of like, where
you can like grow and change your
so it's
abilities.
like
That's cool.
it's like Pokemon and Magic where you collect cards, get different powers.
I like Pokemon.
Yeah.
I bought some Pokemon cards the other day. The really sad part about Pokemon cards is that you buy them and then you don't do anything with them. For me, I just go and buy Pokemon cards and then I open them and then I throw them out. Like if they're not.
You had a huge collection of Pokemon.
I did have a huge. Somebody got rid of them and it wasn't me. I was like 10.
No, I think your card collection was in that binder in the garage, and it got
somebody got rid of them.
Someone had mouse and bat poop all over it. So
somebody threw them out.
I didn't throw them out. That was your mom.
My mom never went into that garage.
Remember when we went to that Comic-Con though, in Nickel City Con, and you stood down in that one room, like going through all those binders?
I still have the ones that are from there, and they're really worth. They're worth a lot of money. They were if they're real. That is.
You went through that for like 2.5 hours to the point where I left you. With
I was on the
with Uncle Ryan.
Yeah, I was looking for some money, man. I need to come up. I was ready for it, and I found it too. That's the crazy part.
Yep, you did.
Yeah, you guys weren't expecting that. Plot twist. I was like 11 and I had $1,000 worth of cards in my pocket. Me. I had 25 cents each one. It was 25 cents. I had quarters in my pocket. I went in there with my little sack of change and I was like, please, spare change, sir.
Yes.
I've got some. I just need some cards.
You were standing outside looking all pathetic.
But the whole time I walked outside afterward. I lit up a cigarette and I went, these suckers didn't know what just hit them. And I threw it on the ground, stomped on it and left. I was like, don't know me. Don't know me, son.
You're like that baby that was on the Looney Tunes that was really not a baby. He was like
I was Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, like a 25-year-old guy that smoked cigars and was a mafia
I was like
boss.
Babette from Skyrim, which is a crazy reference that nobody here will understand.
Collector parents never throw away our kids' stuff because it might be worth money someday.
It was worth money. That card collection was crazy. I had like 40 Mewtwo cards, and they were all EX. EX. Yeah. Anyway. I have an SD card right here filled with images of this man burning AWOC and G.I. Joe figures. If anybody wants it, it's blackmail against him. $4,000. He's a horrible toy collector. He does it on purpose.
Yes. I buy the most expensive exclusives to do that too. And then you video it.
He's dangerous.
For prosperity.
I secretly video it. You don't even know about it. I've got my night vision goggles out and I'm watching you out at nighttime.
What's up, Plastic Skulls? How you doing?
What's up, Plastic Skulls? How you doing?
Plastic Skulls is...
He comments on all of our pictures.
Yes, all of our pictures on IG, so we appreciate that, brother.
I do appreciate that.
Yeah. So, have you been very active on your IG lately?
I posted something yesterday, but that's about it. I think, let's check. What was the last time other than yesterday that I posted something myself that wasn't like a collab with you profile? Nope, that's you. That's you. So the last solo picture I posted was 8 weeks ago.
And what was it?
It was a picture of Blight.
Oh, Blight, yeah.
But then I posted that one yesterday, which was pretty sick.
That was a cool picture yesterday.
The ninjas. I took that in Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is a really good game, and I very much recommend it.
And that one just came out, right? That was last week.
A couple days ago.
Yeah. This past weekend released.
It was sick. The 20th, 5 days ago.
So Luke is the one that helps me with a lot of my pictures, whether that's lighting or help me set up. Sometimes he does. Sometimes he does most of the work because my eyes don't see.
Most of the time I do most of the work. I take most of the pictures. I'm the guy. I've always been your photographer.
Yeah, I do the setup.
He's got the ideas, but sometimes I have the ideas. Yeah. So I don't. It's really just my Instagram, guys. I think that I'm really the one that does all the work here, and he just likes to take.
I don't know about that.
It's just the good looks. That's all he is.
It is. It's just the good looks.
My chair, my cushion's upside down.
I don't know how many times I had you like take pictures for me in the creek because I couldn't get down low enough without falling in. So.
That speaks back to my ninja aspect.
Yes. Thanks, Plastic Skulls. Appreciate that. So we've got some plans coming up, right? We're going to do some stop motion pictures.
Yeah, we're doing a stop motion picture.
Yeah, we're going to do stop motion, and you're going to help me do my movie for the Golden Skull.
Yes, I will be doing that. Lots of. I don't even get paid for this, guys. I'm his professional editor. I make all of the videos with the
Child
background,
labor, man.
you know, the movement
It's
in the
free.
backgrounds, all the screens are moving. I
This
do all the editing. I
this
voice
is
over
worse
these videos.
this is worse than a Chinese sweatshop.
It really is.
Like,
It really is.
you don't need to
I'm
get paid anything.
jasmine tea. He's drinking my jasmine tea, actually. He's over here drinking my jasmine tea. He drank all of it, by the way. I had a little bit left in a container, and he drank all of it. Luckily, I have 10 pounds of it, so we're good. But he drinks all my tea. He made me drive home, and I told him, hey, the only thing I want for a thing for me to grab this box of jasmine tea is a Red Bull tomorrow when you come home from work. And you know what he didn't do? You know what he didn't? He couldn't. He said, I didn't go to the store today because it was raining. The store is 2 seconds away from where he works. He literally walks across a parking lot to grab a drink. It's not that big of a deal.
Yes.
And he won't even. I drove like 5 minutes one way, 5 minutes the other way to get this. And he doesn't even have the effort to love me.
Do you want a tissue? Or
I would like a tissue, actually. That would.
Punk says stop motion. Why not just do AI? Yeah, we all know how those AI movies look.
No AI. No AI. We're like George Lucas, only practical effects.
Busy.
Until
Tiffany,
Jar Jar Binks
exactly.
comes around.
So we're gonna have to take a hike over to the Eternal Flame soon.
Why?
Get some more pictures down there. Remember when we went last year and it was like early in the spring and it was like really good waterfalls?
No, but I don't really remember much.
I know. You're old. I know you have
I'm
a
old.
hard time with
Got a bad back.
Yep.
I got like this lumbar support on this chair. It's not working. I just paralyzed myself.
Hey, Rhea, how you doing?
Hi, Ray. How
We
you
said
doing?
hi.
Where do we
Nolan.
say hi? Nolan.
Yes.
I don't know how to respond to chat. I've never done this
I know
before.
you. I'm
I'm not a live streamer.
You're not a live streamer.
No, I'm not a live streamer. I'm a dead streamer. I sleep in my bed and I stream that. I do sleep streams. That's what I should start doing.
People
Live
stream
stream?
weirder things, man.
More like dead stream. I'll just start streaming a graveyard, call it a dead stream. That sounds like a great
There you
idea,
go.
actually.
Yes, dead stream on YouTube's.
Yeah. You ever read Dune?
A long time ago, I read the original Dune books. Yes,
Dune books, all of them, like Messiah,
the first two.
House of Atreides, and
The first
Harkonnen?
two I read.
The first two. So Messiah and Dune. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. When I read those, I was very interested, but they were really for me at that age because I was probably like a young teenager. They weren't fast enough for me. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah, that's what people say about the movies too.
Yeah. Not that I struggled with Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, also when I was that age.
You just have a bad vocabulary, I think.
Yeah.
You
Well,
just can't read.
when I was in the Army, I read like the Lord of the Rings trilogy several times. I mean, since I first started reading that, I've read it probably like 12 or 13 times from start to finish, right?
I read the Silmarillion at age 16, buddy. All right. You're not.
I did too. I read it
You're
at
not
age
special.
14. I was
You're not
in ninth
special.
grade. All right.
I was in ninth grade too. How about that?
I know you were in ninth grade when you were 16 because you're dumb.
Because I'm dumb. Because I'm dumb.
What's up, Allison? Greetings. The original Frank Herbert are some of my favorite.
He's the author of Dune.
Yes, I know.
Do you? You're just lying.
Brick loves all that stuff too. He's got a very
Brick's pretty cool. I think Brick's a cool guy.
broad sense of culture and pop culture and all that stuff.
Culture's important.
Yep.
It keeps us grounded to who we are, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Who's your guest host tonight?
Who's my guest host tonight? It's a conversation from the Crick reunion.
No, it's not. I'm a new guy. I've never been here before. I don't even know
never
this
been
guy.
here before?
He kidnapped me and locked me in a closet. This is just a green screen. It's not even real.
Read the Dune series, them and the prequel books. Yeah.
Are you usually the one that reads the chat?
Yes.
That's pretty sad that you read the chat so slowly. I'm going to be honest.
I couldn't figure out what that word was because my
read
eyes
the
are
Dune
bad
books series
because
and the
my
prequel book,
allergies
man.
are bad.
It's your
And
allergies. It's not your
Allison
eyes.
saying, "Who's the guest host tonight, Ed?" It's some guy I just picked up off the street because I needed a co-host. And
Did you forget
this
you
guy
just read
was-
that?
This
You
guy
just read
was
that.
just, yeah, no, I didn't.
Yes, you did 2 seconds ago. Guys, my dad's getting old. My dad's getting old. His brain doesn't
And
work.
she says, "Oh, you're all grown
I know
up."
I'm an old man now, but he's
Yeah.
way old. He doesn't know how to speak, and he's forgot that he just read your message. Like, actually, this is a real thing that just happened. Can we talk about this? Your fading memory. It's kind of sad. I'm too much to handle. I understand that. I'm just too much to handle.
You are a lot to handle.
This is probably a lot more energy than this stream's used to, is it? Two old guys, sitting back.
Travis, man. Travis
cool,
is like, "Hey, let's do the squirrel."
How can I do something that's never before seen? What if I put my hand through that canvas? What if I punch a hole through that canvas? Would that be sick?
See, Allison understands time. Time is flat. Everything is happening all at once. Ed was just still over there while we're over here. See?
Yep. I wasn't there when I was here.
I just got done telling this young man how time is not real.
Yeah. Yep.
So, anything you want to talk about?
Nothing really.
No.
Can we talk about your favorite color?
My favorite color.
Yeah.
What do you think my favorite color is?
I know your favorite color is probably something weird like orange, but
I don't like orange.
Probably black.
No, I don't like black as far as the color goes, but I have an excessive amount of black t-shirts.
Yeah, you should look at your shirts right now.
Yes. I have an excessive.
Can you guess my favorite color?
Red.
Yeah. Good job. Red is my favorite color. It's the coolest one.
I prefer khaki. OD green.
Khaki is your favorite color.
Yep.
You wake up and you're like, man, I just wish I could wear some khaki right now.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's wild. That's a wild choice.
Talk about buttered sausages. Bangers
I don't know.
I've
never had a buttered sausage before.
Bangers and mash. So
coffee and
our video, our first
Which
video.
One? We got a lot
first video.
Okay.
The one with the van.
Yeah.
Ended up today I checked, it had 1,331 plays.
Okay.
No, 1,313 plays.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
That was
pretty
a
good
good
video. Had like 200 likes and a bunch of comments. Our next one it's at like 240.
Sick.
It's good, but I think we just need to have more action. So when we do this stop motion one, we got to put some action or suspense in there.
we're gonna put so much action. There's like guns, explosions.
Yes.
Lots of sounds.
Yes, that is my favorite color.
We're gonna start putting like Subway Surfers on the side of the video so that you can keep your attention up too, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna have like, maybe we could do, not to give it away too much, but we'll give a little bit of a hint. We can have like the good guys protecting the castle where the Ark is being stored, and having the bad guys storm the castle.
What if we had the bad guys like walk up to the castle and then they have like a full conversation and like resolve things peacefully? Now that would be really cool.
What is this, a Disney movie?
You don't believe in peaceful resolution of conflict?
No.
Yeah, I know that. That's why you got swords behind you all the time.
That's right.
I walk
What's
out
up,
there and I'm
G.I.
like,
Jetman?
I don't like how much toilet paper you're using, and he just draws a sword on me and he's like, "Don't talk to me, I'll stab you."
That's right. When you buy the toilet paper, you can make the
inside.
choice.
He has a knife. He's about to pull a knife out. Dangerous.
So
I don't have a knife. I just keep Pringles around. I like Pringles.
Well, that's good if you ever encounter one of those bears in the woods, you throw a salt and vinegar chip.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gone, right?
They're gone. They don't like them. It's scary.
No.
The blue. There's too much blue.
Yeah.
Too much blue.
You all right?
What?
I said
it's a little warm in here.
Well, you have a jacket on.
I do have a jacket on, but you also turned the heat up to like 80, I bet, because you're crazy.
I did not turn the heat up to 80 because I never do. That's you.
I never do. You literally asked me, did you turn the heat down while I was gone?
I did, because it was at 70.
That's what it should be.
Yo, what's up, Jeff?
Yo.
That's my boy Skunkworks, who is sponsoring the contest for the Golden Skull movie.
The Golden Skull movie.
Yep.
And if you win, you get a real human skull.
If you head over to Jeff's channel, Skunkworks Studios, you can get all the details on how to participate if you want to make a action figure movie about the Golden Skull. Speak
Yeah.
softly and carry a lightsaber. Yes.
That's the wise Jedi master
Yes.
Teddy Roosevelt. Let's talk about getting a cat.
Am I talking about getting a cat? Let's talk about getting a cat.
Let's talk about getting a cat. I'm trying to convince this guy to let me get a cat, but he tells me that he can't get a cat.
My
So,
landlord doesn't
His
allow me to
landlord
have
won't.
pets.
So what we really got to do is start convincing the landlord to let me get a cat. I want like a Maine Coon so that he could like sit on my shoulders like a lion.
Yeah.
He wants one too.
Mancoons. Mancoons are awesome, especially
Maine
the
Coon.
orange ones.
It's not a
Yeah.
Mancoon,
I call them Mancoons because I don't know how to talk.
but they're from Maine.
But I'm a redneck.
But no, you're not. You're from New York.
I'm a New York redneck.
Okay, that's
The
a
worst
thing. That's a
kind.
real thing. Yeah, that is the kind that wears cowboy hats around.
Oz just went for a nice 3-hour hike in the woods. Nice, Oz. I'm glad to see
Yippee.
you're out there getting the exercise, brother. It's good for you, man. It's always
Very
good to be in
beautiful out there.
nature. You go hug a tree. The tree will make you feel better, man. Good for you. I'm proud of you. And yes, it is Founders Night here in the Crick, Jeff. I wonder if our circle is still standing after the
It is.
winter.
I saw it. I went back.
Did you? Did you go back there?
Yeah.
I haven't been able to get back there yet.
It's sad. That's sad. You should get back there, man.
I know. The one
Sick.
day I was ready to go, it ended up raining.
I think
G.I.
you're just
Jet
making
Man.
excuses, man.
He loves New York. He's in Rochester, just outside of Rochester.
I love Rochester.
Yeah.
One time a guy, when I was working at the hospital, came in and he said, wow, you guys have vending machines out here in the hospital? I live in Rochester, and if I was up there, they would all be gone. And I was like, what does that mean? And then he was like, yeah, it's dangerous. And I was like, oh.
Rochester is a pretty rough city as
Yeah.
far as theft goes, like downtown Rochester, yeah. Need to drop the weight, knocked before entering the woods, and hugged a tree. Excellent. I was going to be a new man by the time the end of this year. He made agreement for, there was like a guy that was doing a charity stream like a month ago, a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago. And Oz said if you get to a certain dollar amount, whatever it was, that he'll let his hair grow out for the rest of this year.
Oh, that's sick.
So he's letting his hair grow out. He's walking every day. Yeah, yep. He's letting his hair grow out. He's walking every day to try to lose weight. We won't even recognize him.
It's going to be like Adonis at the end of the year. Long flowing locks.
Yep.
Lion's mane. It's going to be like jacked,
be
rippling muscles.
Man,
it's going
just gonna
be out there in a loincloth holding a battle axe. It's like,
yeah.
Get to the shopper. Wrong movie. My bad.
Running away from the Predator. That'd be Oz. That'd be Oz's favorite movie to be in. He loves the Predator.
Conan, Predator, and what? Terminator? Is that Terminator?
And he says the skullet is coming in. Yes. Yes, I'm actually growing my hair back.
You should see his hair.
Now.
It's crazy.
That's why it's like glued down.
Very long. He's got the Reed Richards stuff going on the side too. It's pretty sick. He looks like
I'm very sophisticated.
Yeah, he's very sophisticated old man. He's doing pretty good though. I don't want to reveal your age on stream. That's not respect.
You can tell everybody. They all know I'm 52.
Okay, so he's 75. It's crazy, and he looks pretty good for that age. I mean, like,
yes,
the little gray right here, but other than that, I mean, it's pretty impressive.
I got a pretty impressive head of hair for 52 years old.
It's a set of hair because he bought it as like one set.
Yes,
it's a toupee that you like paste onto your forehead.
That's what we tell Brick all the time because Brick's hair is always like really nice. So we tell him he's just got like Lego hair pieces.
Yeah, he bought his Lego hair.
Wakes up and just
that's the Brick part of it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like all these young guys that are younger than me, they're out there dyeing their beards and putting fake hair in, and I'm just here killing it.
Yeah, you're
just like Brick, man. We're just.
I'm praying that I have your hair genetics because I do not want to go bald.
You don't want your mom's side of the family.
No, I don't want.
Pa's the only one that's got hair left, and he's the oldest.
I know. I think that's got something to do with more like an alcohol consumption level.
I think it's probly all the nicotine is just like glued it down to his head now.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's the stuff he was exposed to in Vietnam.
Yeah. It's just hair growth formula. They were just putting that in the trees.
All of his sons are going bald, and he's still like, rocking this nice look, thick hair.
Got to take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I think he just always took care of himself.
Well, he ate good, right? He drank a lot of milk, ate
every morning, ice cream and cereal.
Yep.
It's good for you. They don't
Oatmeal.
realize oatmeal.
He's
Drink.
an old farm guy,
Yep.
right? That's how they always ate.
Exactly. Wake up for oatmeal. Go to bed with honey and ice cream. Or was it?
Yep.
What did he drink? What did he have with his ice cream? Honey and ice cream?
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup and ice
Yep.
cream. That sounds good, honestly.
Real maple syrup.
Real
And
maple
vanilla
syrup.
ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream. The only good
It's
kind.
good. It's good.
I believe it.
So
My hair is crazy. It's in like that awkward stage between being long and being short right now. So
what
it's
are you
like
doing with your hair? You gonna grow it out?
I'm growing it out. I'm gonna have like a luxury. I'm pulling the same thing as Oz. I'm gonna have a luxurious mane. Then I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
bleach it so it looks like the sun, and everybody's gonna have to call me Apollo, and you're gonna be like,
Ooh.
I'm gonna get really tan. I'm gonna get really, really tan, really, really muscular, and I'm gonna have like a glowing golden mane.
You got to get like the fake tan, so you have like that golden
Yeah, I'll be
glow.
orange. Yeah,
You have that golden glow.
golden
in the
glow
sunshine.
estate from Skyrim. Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a fan of the Rift.
And then you have the long flowing blonde hair, bleached
Mhm.
like bleach white.
Yep.
You got
Bleach white. Yeah, it's just
like
gonna be
the
like
color your
Geralt of
sister's hair
Rivia.
used to be.
Yeah, Geralt of Rivia level.
Yes.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, the awkward stages of hair suck. That's where I'm at right now. Like the sides are getting way longer than I like, but if I want to
The
grow
back-
the rest out of
I don't even know if I have a mullet
Yeah.
pretty much going on. The back of it's
Yeah.
really long, and then the top for some reason isn't really long. It might be
Yeah.
really long, but I wear a hat constantly, so it's like
Yeah.
the top gets like flattened, while the back stays all puffy. I was in the mirror. I was looking in the mirror after I got out of the shower earlier, and I looked, and I usually pull all of my hair up just to see how long it's getting, and I looked like Wolverine. I was like, wow, this is sick. I was like, rah!
you just need some sideburns to grow in, but
Yeah.
you can't grow facial hair. So
I can grow sideburns. It's just the cheeks that are the problem area.
cheeks are the problem. Yeah.
Yeah. But my brain hasn't even developed fully yet, so I'm not really worried about facial hair.
So have you seen any action figures recently that you're interested in?
No, not really, honestly. I think I'm more interested in like video games.
Yeah. You did like those Storm ones though. Those look really good though. The
Storm ones?
the Storm collectibles, Street Fighter, whatever.
I forgot how
version
drinking
is.
worked for a second. I was like hoping that it would just fly into my mouth. Oh yeah, the Storm collectible Street Fighters were sick. The Street Fighter 2 Ultimate, those look
Yeah.
sick.
What
But-
was the one we were really checking out? What's his name? M. Bison.
M. Bison.
Yeah.
His name is he's named after, what does M. Bison sound like?
He was named after Mike Tyson. He was supposed
Yeah.
to be
Mike Tyson.
the
and
other guy.
Mike Bison.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this jacket off 1 second.
Yahoo Serious in the 80s. I loved Yahoo Serious, dude. And Young Einstein. That was awesome. His hair was whacked. Yeah. He always had that hair that was crazy.
Sick jacket, guys. Isn't that cool?
What's it say?
It's a super powerful high sports team.
Yeah.
Because when I do sports, I'm high
That
on
jacket
life.
is circa 1984.
1983
Sorry.
designer jacket by Issey Miyake. It was made in Japan, imported from Korea to Canada, and then right into my arms over the course of 40 years.
I'll have to show you this guy that Nomad's talking about after we're done with the stream on YouTube.
Young Einstein, I've heard of him.
Yahoo Serious.
I've never heard of Yahoo Serious, but I've heard
Yeah.
of Young Einstein.
There was a guy that played this in a movie called Young Einstein, and his hair was like Einstein's on, cocaine.
That's sick.
Yep. Yeah, I could do a Kramer hairdo right now if I wanted to. I definitely could pull that off.
I don't know if you could pull it off, but it would happen.
Yeah.
Pulling it off
yeah.
is a different story.
Yeah, I don't know. I could walk in and do that kind of stuff all the time, right?
What kind of stuff?
Like where he walks in the doors and he's like,
I haven't watched Seinfeld, man.
Oh,
I'm not
that's
old.
right. You're an office guy.
Yeah.
Because that makes you not old if you watch The Office. But
Yeah,
if you watch
It's for
Seinfeld,
kids.
then you're
It's for
old.
teens.
Yeah,
Cool
yeah,
people
I
watch
get
The
it.
Office. Michael
get
Scott.
I get
Old
it.
people watch Seinfeld. Seinfeld's for like old people.
Yeah.
It's got old people humor. It's mature. I'm not calling you old. I'm calling you mature. Developed.
And
Developed.
Alan's stopping in to say, hey.
Hi,
So
hi.
Alan joins us on the Clubhouse most Saturdays now.
Pretty
He
sick.
actually has his own like haunted house attraction type of thing, right?
Sick.
He teaches classes on how to make masks and Halloween attractions and stuff.
Oh,
like
like prop stuff.
Yeah, like, and he builds,
Cool.
like, full scale, like, horror attractions and stuff like that. But
That's
in
rad.
his warehouse, studio, whatever you want to call it, there's a thing in Motu called Snake Mountain, right? And the Mattel version, of course, is like, a foot and a half by, a foot, you know,
Mhm.
area. Allen's is like 17 feet high by like 12 feet long that he's built this Snake Mountain that he just builds one room at a time.
That's large.
He hand does a lot of like the props and stuff, like sculpts them or modifies, is this the things he does a lot of 3D printing and stuff. So
I've missed a
uh
lot when I was gone. We got
yeah.
guys with
If
talent
anybody
beyond
wants to see
belief.
some cool horror stuff, go check out Vine Jungle Figure Factory.
I'll
And
be checking that out. That's sick.
what is the name of your actual haunted attraction there? I can't remember what the name of it is now, but
Haunted Attraction sounds like a good romance movie with like a
yeah,
ghost. I
yeah,
fell in love with a ghost. A haunted attraction.
it was a haunting attraction. I didn't know she was dead.
But the whole time you were dead. You were the ghost the whole time.
Yes. And
That'd be
Tiffany says,
crazy.
"Holy shit, that's a Snake Mountain." Yes. Dark Hour Haunted House in Plano, Texas. That's what it's called. Yes.
I like Texas.
Yep. God bless Texas with his own hands, according to
Yeah.
the country songs. But yeah, Alan's a cool guy. He does some really cool like custom figures and stuff like that too. So yeah, guys, if everybody hasn't gone over and checked out Alan's stuff, go check it out.
Guys, you
Vine Jungle Figure Factory or Dark Hour Haunted House. Forgot
Forgot how to talk there.
exactly been to Plano. Words are hard. I feel like punk tonight. I can't really see because my allergies are so bad that it's
You
like
gotta
the
like
words,
rip your eyes open with toothpicks.
yeah, the words are just kind of all blurring together. And like we had that really nice day last week where we had like 2 or 3 nice days in a row where they were like 60, 70 degrees. And then it turned to snow, cold rain, and everything again. But since then, my allergies have just been going crazy. I mean, what was it like Sunday when I just sat here, my nose and eyes basically watered and ran all day long?
That's what you looked like. You're like,
Yeah.
who is the Mac?
Who is the Mac? So,
Return
Alan,
of the Mac.
this is Luke. Luke is actually my son. Him and I actually started this stream
He's lying. I'm not his son.
like 2 years
I'm
ago?
actually his dad.
3 years ago? How long ago did we start this stream?
It was about 2 years ago.
Yeah, a little over 2 years ago.
August
And
2023.
we started this stream and it was called Conversations from the Crick. And we talked about everything from, Sasquatch and aliens and action figures and anything that was, conspiracy theories, all sorts of stuff. And then Luke decided that he was going to go be famous on his own. So he left me and I had to accept Travis's.
Paul McCartney, sort of.
Yeah.
Split from the Beatles. And then I went and worked with Elton John and other
Yeah,
people.
it's kind of like,
Michael Jackson.
kind of like a Daryl Hall and John Oates thing where we really don't.
I never really liked him. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I
He
just can't
tries
stand him.
suing me for using his material all the time. It's just
He does. He uses my material still and then forces me to make him stuff because he has secret information about my true origin.
Sasquatch is awesome. I just showed off my new sign, Alan. My brother made this for me. It says Bigfoot Crossing.
It's
cut out
backwards.
of. Is it? Oh,
Yep.
yeah. It's laser cut out of sheet metal. I have lots of Sasquatch stuff. What year, Luke's birthday? You were probably turning 12 or 13 when we had the Sasquatch birthday party?
12.
Yeah. So when Luke was turning 12, we have a lot of woods that my father-in-law owns behind our house. And we made Bigfoot feet out of wood. And me and my brother-in-law went and made tracks.
Wait a minute. You're telling me those weren't real Bigfoot tracks?
And then one of the things for the party is we had the plaster. We poured Bigfoot tracks for all the kids to take home and stuff.
It was pretty sick.
It was pretty cool. And I made him a Sasquatch foot birthday cake and all that.
Speaking of that, this one time when I was younger, we're both hilarious.
Both hilarious together, but I can't possibly type that fast. Yeah, I can't type fast either, so it's okay, Tiffany. I understand. It was like Gallagher 2, except both Gallaghers sucked and Ed and Luke do not. Thank you. And very cool. I have a Bigfoot weather vane. Awesome. They finally
completely
dropped the Colin.
interrupted
What does
me,
that
but
say?
the Callan Oates hotline.
Oh, the Colin Oates hotline. My next birthday party should be a Sasquatch party. I'll come if you throw a Sasquatch party, Alan. I'll make the trip to Texas just for that. There's just new footage from Texas of a Bigfoot that's like some of the best, most compelling Sasquatch footage yet.
You're watching too much James. You're watching too much.
No, it wasn't on James. It was on one of the Bigfoot channels that I subscribe to.
Oh, it was out of tea.
Well, go get a
Anyway,
refill.
as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, can we get a, oh my God, this guy's evil in the chat, please? Because he interrupted me like completely. He doesn't even care. This guy doesn't love me.
Hashtag this guy's evil.
Hashtag this guy's evil. Hashtag evil Ed. Jeez. Anyway, when I was younger, my sister, Isabel, she's really cool. Cool sister. Great person. One of the greatest people I've ever known. Super great. She would do these like treasure hunts, and she had this whole character that she made up. And me and my cousin and her would do these treasure hunts, and his name was Malachi the pirate. And she would like make full treasure hunts with all of these things. And it was just
crazy,
like she'd give
not
us,
like crazy treasure hunts for a
Yeah.
kid. I mean, we're
Like,
talking like
real crazy
hours
stuff.
of finding
Yeah.
clues and stuff.
And she would spend like whole mornings preparing these things over summertime. And like there was like you'd go back in the woods like a mile in to find a clue, and then you had to come back all the way out. It was crazy. And at the end of it, it was like some garbage that she had in her room, but it was really like the whole fun part of it.
Yeah.
And my little cousin, genuinely for a while believed that there was a magical pirate that like delivered
Yeah.
secret treasures.
Yeah,
for us.
she really thought
He was
Malachi
only like
existed.
5 when
Yeah.
it started too, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. But it was wild. Yeah, exactly. This evil guy is a sucker. Lol.
Yeah,
exactly.
You gotta read
Hashtag.
it right. Hashtag this evil guy is a sucker. That's how you gotta say that.
That's crazy. I heard you.
Yeah.
Out there. I heard you out there.
So Hall & Oates hotline, you could call and it would play Hall & Oates. So it was kind of like getting what is it?
Rick rolled.
Rick rolled, but you did it to yourself on purpose. That's awesome.
But it's not at all like Rick roll.
No.
You're just calling to listen to Hall & Oates. There's nothing related to Rick Astley there.
But like if you get somebody that number, it didn't tell them, right? They'd be like calling up and all of a sudden it starts playing Hall & Oates. That'd be crazy.
It would be really funny, like to give somebody, hey, what's your phone number? Call this, buddy. Get ready.
Yeah. Scavenger hunts back in the day, good times. Yeah. They
like way back.
My daughter would literally like take 2 hours in the morning to get all the clues written up, go stash them in the woods. And it would take Luke and his cousin Bailey the rest of the day getting all the clues together. And yeah, it was always some dumb prize that she like, some little toy she picked out of her toy box or something. But
you want to hear the craziest part though. Here's the great twist ending. Okay. So she wouldn't reveal that the secret was that she was the pirate. We all knew I knew she was the pirate. Everyone else knew she was the pirate. My little cousin didn't know she was the pirate. But the really funny part was that like a year, because she had been doing this for a really long time. And like a year later, I decided that I was going to make my own magical pirate treasure hunt because I felt really bad that she was doing all of it. So I'm out. It's like a rainy summer morning at like 7 a.m. I'm running around like out in the rain and I'm taking these clues that I made and hiding them around. Nowhere near as her skill level, but it was like pretty fun still. And I'm standing in front of this tree placing a clue, and I just hear her voice behind me like, what are you doing? And I turn around and she's about to place a clue at the tree too. And I was like, what? We're both pirates the whole time? It was crazy. Craziest twist. And then we stood out in the rain and we talked about her pirate treasure hunts the whole time. And it's like, it's pretty good.
Do you remember when I brought you home that fax machine from work?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
that was so good.
My work had this old fax machine that they were just, it was just a piece of shit that didn't work anymore. So my boss was like, you want this? I'm like, I have no need for it, but I'll take it home and let my son play with it, because he finds these kind of things fascinating. So I gave him this old fax machine. And what I started doing is I typed these letters up at nighttime and print them out. And then when I left for work, I'd leave these things on the fax machine
But
like it actually
pause.
worked.
Okay. It wasn't just like, oh, here's a random fax from a random person. This guy, I was 9 years old. Okay. I was 9 years old. This guy would print out full, like, I have a very active imagination as is. He knows that. I have always been very, like, imaginative. He prints out this whole like paper full of like ancient lore explaining that in the future, that this was a time traveler messaging me from the future, saying that you're going to be some scientist that discovers like these things called like chronals or something, and that you're the one who invents time travel, and that there's a secret cult of time traveling like space pirates that are going to come and kill you. He says this, and he's like, you have to run, you have to hide. And I'm like,
you have to do all sorts of stuff to prepare yourself so you can't get
not prepared for that.
This went on for like a week.
Yeah.
And finally one day
my mom finally had to stop you.
Luke's mom calls and says, you got to tell Luke it's you. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
She's like, he is literally scared that these pirates are going to come and kidnap him. So
what was I supposed to think?
Time travel.
was I supposed to think that my dad was some evil genius that was like sending me?
That was so good though, dude. That was so good.
It was great. I love it. It was fun. It was fun, but it was scary at the same time.
Yeah.
I liked it because it was scary. And there was like, it's like when it's like 95% of your brain doesn't believe that it was real, right? But then there's like the 1% of your brain that's like, what if there are time traveling space pirates that are going to come kidnap you? And plus, I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
So like, I was really gullible. I was a gullible kid. You can't just, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Allison says, but
it could be true. Exactly. It could have happened.
Yep.
I was worried it could have been true.
It was awesome. I had like a whole thing like developed, like different, like, businesses that were,
coming like in. Red Adams. I think it was Red Adam.
Red Adams. Yep. That was part of it. Yep.
Ice Pirates.
Space Pirates, ridiculous. Ice Pirates, maybe. Yes. Ice Pirates. What a great
movie. Good movie.
This is true. It is hard to prove there are no time traveling space pirates.
Scientifically, we have no evidence that there are no time traveling space pirates.
That's right. We have no evidence that time exists. So how can we prove that time travel doesn't exist?
I'm gonna go grab some tea.
Are you? Where are you gonna grab it?
I'll be right back.
He's gonna go grab tea, which is sitting about 5 feet from where I'm sitting right now. So he's gonna run through. Hey, Luke, how you doing?
Wait a minute. What?
Whoa! Time travel does exist.
Time travel space pirate.
Yeah, somebody procreated with Moby willingly, so anything is possible. Yes.
Do you need a refill?
Yeah, actually, I'll take a little bit. Topper. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, 1 second. I have an idea. Ready for this? This is going to be sick, guys. I'm going to throw my teacup through the screen and then grab it from over there. Boom. All right, check this out. It's going to be a cool transition.
It is some kind of basket sword. I don't know what it's from. I just use it as my Inigo Montoya sword. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepared to
Wasn't
die.
that rad?
That was awesome.
I know.
I can't believe you time traveled a cup of tea.
Time traveled a cup of tea, and I'm a space pirate.
Yeah.
This isn't my legal tender. I don't own this tea.
Yeah. Alan, Luke and I have quite a few swords, actually.
I don't really anymore. I kind of sold all of mine.
Well, you sold a bunch of yours, yeah, but we still have a few.
Yeah.
This one just fell over and hit me in the head.
Pull out the katana and then say something in Japanese.
I don't know Japanese.
You should. Aren't you like a third Japanese?
We did just fold space and spiced hold. So,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice sword. Is this one that Kelly's fiance gave you?
All of my swords are something that Kelly's fiance gave me.
Yeah. So my sister's fiance is like a crazy sword collector. He has probably well over like 300, 400, 500 swords, battle axes, shields, knives. They're just all over their house. So he's given quite a few of them to Luke and me. Luke and I.
Given? I don't know if given's the correct word. I had to pay for them.
Well, the ones, yeah, some of them paid for, but he's giving them away for like Christmas presents too, though. Yes, R.I.P. Andre the Giant. Princess Bride was one of the best movies ever made.
My
Ever.
favorite movie.
Yes. And hopefully Hollywood in their unoriginality
Never make one. Never make another.
remake that.
Nope.
And never touch that movie because it's absolutely perfect.
The only thing I would remotely be okay with is like an animated one that was like really well done. Like an old Disney animation painted version. I think that would be cool. Bye, Brick.
Later, Brick. We'll catch up with you later, I'm sure. I'm glad you stopped in, brother.
Bye, Cobb.
Cobb is off to work on the late night. Yes. And Tiffany, yes,
fun.
Princess Bride is an awesome movie. I mean, it's just so well done.
Do you think an animated one would be cool, though? I think so. Like a nice, maybe like, old painted version, like an old Disney movie. Not like any CGI or anything.
No, like if they did it in a traditional animation, right?
Yeah.
And did I think they could do it like the Princess Bride without like the story part of it, like where the kid's like getting read from his grandfather.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like do a whole actual like fantasy cartoon. I think that would be okay, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Trying to redo the movie in today's world, it just isn't going to work, and they do something messed up with it.
Doing a live action movie, the issue with that is that like the whole charm of Princess Bride is that it's like low budget, kind of bad.
Yeah,
and
no
like,
CGI. I mean, it's all just
like it's meant to be kind of bad because it's meant to seem like somebody's doing it as a story.
Right.
If they did it now, if like Disney remade the movie, they would have it like perfect CGI, beautiful. Everything would be like top notch. It'd be like 4K, 735 FPS.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Hollywood would take it to the extreme, right? And like the rodents of unusual size, which are basically like just oversized puppets, right?
Yep.
Which
if
you look at it from a logical view, you're like, those things look stupid, right? But in the movie, they look awesome.
That was the fun part of it.
Right. Hollywood would definitely blow it up and make it, some crazy, CGI
real serious
monster
movie
thing, right?
Yeah.
And I heard a theory, though, that the grandfather is actually just telling the grandson a story based on all the stuff that's in his room that he's watching. I was like, wow, that's a pretty cool theory. And if you look at the boy's room in the movie, it does look like he's just telling him a story about all the things he's seeing in the kid's bedroom.
But he's reading a book.
Yeah, I know he's reading the book, but it's like...
Do you think they might have just based the room around?
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, if you look at the movie, you can see that theory, but then you look at it from the other side, and it's like, no, they put that stuff in the room as part of the story, right?
Yeah.
And Todd is stopping in. What's up, Todd?
What's up, Todd?
Todd hangs out with us in the late night crafting show with Rad Nom.
Sick.
As well as other chats, but he's always there with me on Friday nights. And Oz says, yeah, absolutely, hands down, one of the best movies of all time. About as close to perfect as a movie can be. Yeah. I remember watching that for the first time and just being in complete awe that it was so awesome of a movie. It was kind of like when you first see The Never-Ending Story, right? Because like them taking that kid and then putting it into a book and then going into this fantasy world just makes it very relatable, and you just have your imagination as a kid that just transports
the whole movie reminds me of the scenes from Secondhand Lions when the guy is like talking about what he did when he was young. And
Yep. When
he's like,
he was in World War I, World War II, and I think the French and Indian War or something. Some other.
So all of those scenes, that's what the whole like Princess Bride movie reminds me of, and those are like my favorite scenes in the Secondhand Lions movie.
That's another great movie, though. Secondhand Lions, awesome movie.
All those old movies were good because they were actually storytelling, and like it wasn't.
Well, that's one of the things.
Leveraging the fact that they could do the best CGI or the grandest, most insane tale of superheroes. Just give us a good story.
That's the one thing Hollywood is missing now is they sacrifice the story for the types of characters that they have and the explosions and CGI that they can put in there. Right? It's like I would rather see, just a good old storyline that has, old movies. Yes, you're not even that old.
Those movies were made before I was alive. Both of those were.
Some of those movies were made before Oz was even alive. So
yeah,
he's not that old. Oz is one of the youngest of all of us, believe it or not.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He's very knowledgeable about his toys. But
Wise.
he's
He's
young.
wise.
Yes, he's wise.
Wise beyond his ears.
I find myself watching more series and movies, missing the whole storyline. Yeah, there's a lot of really good series that they make
Peaky
now, and I
Blinders.
think it works better because you have such a
Long
wide,
time frame.
long time, to actually develop the movie, flesh out the characters, and things like that. Some of them Hollywood still decides to rush because they're trying to capitalize on the gravy train or whatever, but there is a lot of good series coming out. My biggest problem with the series is sometimes they make a great series season 1, and then it's like 2 years before season 2 comes out. And it's
You also just don't have the ability to watch a TV show. Like you fall asleep before it.
Not always.
Okay. I've told you to watch so many shows, and you're like, I started watching it.
Yeah, well,
and then you never get back to it.
No, I never get back to it. I do like Reacher. I watch Reacher.
Okay, that's a good show though.
Yeah.
Have you watched the Tom Cruise movies though?
Yes.
Okay.
I watch all the Tom Cruise movies, like Mission Impossible and Reacher.
All of them.
I take a good John Wayne movie. Color Money. I saw Color Money a long time ago.
Did you watch Oblivion?
Yes, I watched.
Did you watch Live, Die, Repeat?
Yes.
Did you watch Legend?
Yes.
Did you watch?
I was watching Legend when I was
all the right moves.
Yes. Yes.
Risky Business.
Yeah, Risky Business
Cocktails.
is one of my favorites. Cocktails. Yep.
Made in America.
Yep.
A Few Good Men.
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder.
Yep.
Top Gun and Top Gun 2 Maverick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Todd says, I end up going back and watching and rewatching older stuff or the older stuff I missed. Yeah, I watch a lot of old movies. Been in a I always watch. I can't say I watch anything new really. Very seldomly, unless it's something tied to something old that's new now that's good, like the Planet of the Apes movies. I do like the newer ones. Not better than the old ones, but I do like the new ones.
There's a very big difference between modern Planet of the Apes and old Planet of the Apes, though. You've got one that's like, okay, this is monkeys. And then you've got one that's like a dramatic retelling of the socio-political state of reality and like the Vietnam War era.
Yes. Luke and I sat down and watched all the movies, like in a week? We watched the old ones.
Yeah,
it
was like 2 days, honestly.
Yeah. It was a cold, snowy weekend. We watched all 5 of the original Planet of the Apes movies. And
except for Conquest.
Yeah, I watched Conquest by myself.
You got the order wrong.
I got the order wrong because I messed up.
The order. Yeah, the order.
But I found my DVD so we could watch it.
It's on YouTube for free also.
Yes, true. Yeah, I like the original Daredevil. I haven't watched the new one yet. I was a big fan of the Punisher that was on Netflix. Yeah, and Northern Nomad saying Legend. Yeah, Legend was another one of those great fantasy movies. There were so many of them back in the 80s, though. There were just great fantasy movies. The Dark Crystal, Legend, Labyrinth.
His name's Troy, not Todd.
Oh, shit. I was thinking, it's Troy. Troy, I was thinking of his last name and his first name. His last name is Dodson. So it's Troy Dodson, not Todd.
Todd Dodson?
Yeah, not
Todd
Troy
Dodson's
Doyston.
Cool name.
It's Todd. Troy Dodson.
It's Troy.
Sorry,
Todd.
Troy.
Troy
I did not mean to get your first and last name mixed up. But
I would have just called you Ted Trooper. Honestly,
words are hard. Well, his name actually used to be Troy Dodson, like his.
Well, that's what the TD stands for. I'm gonna guess now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
a Ted Trooper sounds cool though.
Ted Trooper does sound cool.
Yeah.
He won't hold it against me. See, we're okay.
I'll hold it against you though.
I know
for his
you
honor.
That's what you do. Because you're a bully.
You dishonored him. I just started watching Daredevil like a couple weeks ago, and I liked it.
The new one? The new one?
No, the old one.
Oh,
the old original version of the series with whatever's it was good. It was like a really good show, but I just don't like watching TV shows. Like I'll watch a TV show, couple episodes in one night, and then I'll watch the next the rest of season 1 in a day, and then I'll forget about it.
Yeah.
I've only ever watched like 3 series fully. Breaking Bad, Peaky Blinders, and Sherlock, and that's really about it.
Sherlock was a good one though. And you watched the Clone Wars.
Yeah. That's true, but that was like a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
And Hosa says Silverado is a favorite. I watch it every time it's on. Yeah, there's some ones that are just on that I will watch if it's on. Like the original Ghostbusters movie, if that's on, I'm down for watching it. I could pop in at any point in time that it's on and just watch it from there to the end. Stripes is another good one. Tombstone, and then any of those ones that we mentioned before, you can just pop in at any point in time and just enjoy those. One that I recently found that's an older movie that I really enjoyed was with Kevin Costner and what's his name? It was like Lonesome Dove, I think the movie version. That was really good. Silverado is one of the best Westerns. It covers all the major Western tropes in a single movie. Yeah, Silverado is good.
You ever watch the movie Seven Psychopaths?
No.
It's a good movie. It's got Colin Farrell in it.
No, I don't think I mean, I might have seen it, but I don't remember that.
It's older, and it wasn't really that big, but it had a lot of like big name. It had what's that dude's name? Christopher Walken. It had Colin Farrell, and then the guy who plays the dude from.
Oh,
Iron
is that
Man?
the one? Is that the one where Christopher Walken gets out of the car and he's like, "Put your gun down." He's like,
Yeah.
"I don't wanna."
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was a good movie. That was a good movie. Yep.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, that was kind of one of those cult movies that people don't really go to see, and then once they watch it, they're like, "Oh, this is cool."
Yep.
Excellent movie. Matt and I watched that on our second date. Highly recommended. Kings of New York was another good Christopher Walken one. Open Range. That's the one I was thinking of, Mendoza. Thank you. That's the one with Kevin Costner in it on Open Range. That was a really good Western. I really enjoyed that one. The guy that was in Secondhand Lines, that was the uncle, was in Open Range. That was the guy's name. G.I. Jane, Uncle Buck. John Candy was a staple in our house when Luke was little. I watched John Candy more than I could ever tell you. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is probably my favorite movie ever. And some of that movie was filmed really close to where we live right now. So I've been to all the places where I've always lived, but
yeah,
like, really close, close to where we live now.
Yeah.
Remember we went on that train ride when you were a kid? We went to one of the locations where that
I don't remember a train ride, sadly.
Well, you were little. You were probably like 5. But
remember that time you went on a train ride when you were?
We went on a train ride, and the train stopped where they board the train in that movie.
Cool.
And Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And then on the highway, the 219, which was just built, it wasn't open to the public yet. They filmed the highway scenes at the end where he's driving the beat up car on that section of the road. So
sick.
Yeah. Big John Candy fan. Always like John Candy. How you doing for time there, buddy?
What?
How you doing for time? I know you said you had to go, so I don't want to keep you.
I don't know what time it is. I don't have anything to do.
Okay. It's 10:08.
Just keep me entertained.
Keep you entertained.
Yeah.
Keep you entertained.
Do something fun. Jeez. You're boring. You're an old man. You're a boring old man.
I'm going to beat you. When we get off of this show, I'm going to come in there and beat you.
What if I did the whole podcast like this?
Well, we'd be all right. Throw Mama from the Train. That's a good classic. I was away from the keyboard, but Princess Bride is my favorite movie. Yeah. Alan.
This guy I like him.
Yeah. Alan's awesome, man. And yeah, it's definitely, you can't beat that movie as far as all the stuff that's in the movie. Like even when the grandfather says it when he starts reading the book, it's got giants, it's got romance, it's got whatever, right? He's like
action, fun.
Yeah.
It feels like a fairy tale.
Yeah. Yeah. I have Shrieking Eels and ROUSs in my monster museum. Awesome. We were just talking about the ROUSs. They're rodents of unusual size. It's awesome. Is this a kissing book? Yes. Is this a kissing book? Fred Savage probably wasn't thinking about kissing when he got to kiss, what's her name on, what was that other show he was in? Somebody help me out. What was the show that Fred Savage was in where he was the kid in the 50s or whatever, 60s? That was the show of that called. I can't remember now.
Karate Kid.
No, he was not in Karate Kid. That was Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio, the kid
when
that's
he
in
wasn't
the bed.
a kid.
The kid was in the bed.
Wonder Years. Thank you, Allison.
Was that
I
not
knew
Ralph
something.
Macchio that was the kid in the bed?
And what?
In
bed?
Princess Bride. In Princess Bride, the movie we're talking about. He's the kid. Is he not?
In what bed?
Princess
No.
Bride, the kid that's in the
Fred
bed.
Savage. Fred Savage was the kid in the bed.
I don't believe that.
Do not question my knowledge of that. Okay.
Why is he? I don't know.
That was Fred Savage. That was the same. That was done almost the same time that Karate Kid came out, and Ralph Macchio was like a 20.
He was in the Princess Bride though.
No, he was not.
He was the man in black.
No, he was not.
Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, he was a man. What is this? Wait a minute. I'm so confused. Google's telling me something. Also played a small role in Princess Bride, portraying a character named the Man in Black.
Ralph Macchio did.
Ralph Macchio did.
So he must have been the man in black that Carrie Ells or whatever, however you say his last name, took over for.
You mean the Dread Pirate Roberts?
Good Pirate Roberts, yeah.
I don't know. I don't see it. Like,
Tombstone was
picture
great, but I enjoyed Wyatt Earp much more, probably because I am a huge Bat Masterson fan. I really enjoyed the Wyatt Earp that Kevin Costner did. It was a little more of a dramatic story as opposed to just kind of like a typical Western, which Tombstone was more of a typical Western type, fighting the outlaws and stuff. Whereas the Wyatt Earp one was more, I won't say historical based because there's a lot of fluffing in the histories of the Old West with the stories about the outlaws and the Earps. And
yeah, they're calling them bad guys. They were great. They were awesome. Never did anything wrong.
Just got back. How's it going, dude? Well, where were you? You just got back. You're not here. He time traveled somewhere.
The only good Karate Kid movie, I'm about to offend everybody here, is the Jaden Smith one. Listen, hear me out, though. It's not even a good Karate Kid movie because it doesn't have any karate in it. It's all kung fu.
Yes, that's the other
I
thing,
just like
right?
kung fu movies.
Jackie Chan is not karate. He is kung fu.
Well, also China is not karate; it's kung fu.
Yes.
Karate.
Binging Yellowstone. Yeah, I heard that's really good. I wanted to watch some of that, and I haven't gotten to it yet. G.I. Jetman, I've been watching that with the wife when time allows. Yeah. My Westerns are all with the Duke. Well, you can't beat the Duke for a Western, for sure. I mean, the Duke was the man.
What's your favorite kung fu movie?
The Last Dragon.
The Last Dragon. Let's Google that one. Let's see this. The Last Dragon. 1985 film with, it's got a 6.8 on IMDb with Leroy Green
Yeah. Show enough.
playing Timok. Tireless tries to attain the same level of mastery as the great Bruce Lee.
Yes.
This looks pretty cool.
You'd like that movie. It's more of a comedy, but it's got some good act, as it typically is 80s.
Yeah.
Movies, so.
It looks pretty funny.
Speaking of the 80s, yesterday was the anniversary of The Breakfast Club.
Good movie.
Day, not the movie, but the day that they actually
Released
were in Saturday detention.
Oh, when they were in the detention. That's cool.
Yes. March 25th, 1984.
Bruce Leroy and Show
Bruce
Nuff.
Leroy and Show Nuff, the Shogun of Harlem Suckers. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Awesome movie. Lots of fun.
I like
There's-
The Big Boss. That's a good kung fu movie.
Yeah. What was the one that we watched with Bruce Lee? What one was it we watched?
Which one? What was in it? What happened?
The one where he was in the school and they were.
And all the Japanese guys attacked him.
Yeah.
That's the Fist of Fury.
Fist of Fury. Yeah, that's wrong.
It's my
I
second.
always get all those movies mixed up, but that was good too.
The Big Boss is the one where he works at the ice place, and it's
Menhoz is asking you a question.
Listen. I haven't watched the other Karate Kid movies. Okay, that's the problem. I don't like.
He's
Karate
basing his judgment on the best Karate Kid movie on the
I
only
only
Karate
watched
Kid
one.
movie.
It's a good movie though. Okay, that Karate Kid with Jaden Smith is a good movie. It's got
It was a
heart,
decent movie. I'll have
good
to,
soul.
but it's
You know.
it's nothing like the '80s version.
It's not like it, but it's still a good movie. Get rid of the name. I think what you got to do is you got to remove the title Karate Kid, call it Kung Fu Man or something, Kung Fu Child, and then it'd be a
Bruce
good movie.
Lee fought Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I don't remember that movie.
The basketball player?
Yeah, I know.
Let's see.
Kareem was Kareem the one that was in the Conan movie?
Is this in the Dragon? This is the Dragon. Yeah,
Is it?
it's not the Last Dragon. That's all I can think of now that you
Yeah.
said that.
Adventure comedy all time. Goonies and Time Bandits. Love Time Bandits.
Game of Death.
Is that where Bruce Lee actually
Yeah, that's where he
fought?
fights Kareem.
Oh, I did not know that happened. What's
his
it called?
Game of Death.
Game of Death.
Yeah. And his
Time
class-
Bandits. Time Bandits is another one that you would enjoy, Luke.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. I know you've heard of it because you're my son.
Enter the Dragon.
The one-armed swordsman versus the master of the flying guillotine.
That's a good one.
Enter the Dragon.
Isn't that his last movie? I think Enter the Dragon's his last movie.
Yeah. The one-armed boxer. I think Enter the Dragon was it. Game of Death is where Bruce Lee wears the yellow jumpsuit and does the nunchucks thing.
Yeah.
They just did that remake of Fei Long I showed you that has the nunchucks.
Mhm.
And he looks more like Bruce Lee than ever in that. So the nunchucks and all that.
So, yeah, it was his last movie.
Was it? Yeah.
Mhm. I don't know
Kind
if
of
it
a
was
tragic tale for his family because his son, right, was killed
also got
making the
shot.
crow.
Yeah.
So, because he was Brandon or Brendan Lee, was it Brandon? Brandon Lee.
And then, according to Steven Seagal, they called him immediately before the ambulance. They were like, Steven, he just got shot. What do we do? And Steven was like, I don't know. Actually, he wouldn't have said it. He was like, I know exactly what you do. Don't let him die. Why was there bullets in the gun? That's a real story that Steven Seagal once told. He said
Well,
that they
Steven
called
Seagal
him.
is full of shit.
Yeah, they said that they called him before they called the hospital or the ambulance, whatever. I don't know if it's Game of Death, but one of the Bruce Lee movies that was like very close to when he died, like parts of it are filmed whether it's not Bruce Lee who's playing Bruce Lee.
That was probably, yeah.
I think it might have been Game of Death, but it's like switches. It's the one with Chuck Norris, I think. I don't know.
Oh, the one with Chuck Norris, yeah.
Like it switches
They
between
did that.
Bruce Lee and not Bruce Lee, and they like
Yeah.
put sunglasses on him to try to cover the fact that it's not Bruce Lee.
Yeah. They did that with several like actors and stuff that passed away like during their last, like in the middle of making their last movie.
Mhm.
And sometimes they do a really good job because they just fit it into the story somehow. Like there was one with Heath Ledger, and they just had other actors play his part. But like
That's
the whole
cool.
point of his part was like he was time traveling or alternate universe jumping or
Yeah.
something like that. But then there's other ones you're just like, yeah, that's not him. Why is he always being shot from the back in all these scenes now? Because it's a different guy.
I think it might be
A
the Way of the
lookalike
Dragon.
actor named Bruce Lee, L.I. I think it was the one with Chuck Norris, though.
It might be the Way of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Is it a Jackie Chan movie? It might be. I'm thinking of a movie where like I don't know. There's a movie.
It's Chad
or
says
Jackie
Way
Chan,
of the Dragon.
Way of the Dragon. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Thanks, Chad. You helped the young man get his brain straight.
There's I think it might be a Jackie Chan movie where he's like in an airport. And that's all I can remember about the movie. Remember when we went to, I think it was it, I don't know. You went with your friends one time. And remember when, right before you left, I had that live stream of just like the old Kung Fu movies playing.
That was when I went to Vermont in December.
Yeah.
You watched
So I was
all those old movies.
the whole time that you were gone. I had a live stream that was like 48 to 72 hours of just old Kung Fu movies playing. And there was like one where I think it might have been Jackie Chan. He was in an airport and there was like, it was a crazy. And there was the one, what's that? The one with all the 4 guys who were getting out of prison. And there's this song that's a really funny movie. I don't remember what it's called. But
Yeah,
it is
some
really
of Jackie Chan's are kind of funny, and then he had
Yeah.
some ones that were he tried to be like a Bruce Lee type that weren't always as
Jackie Chan's comedy movies are always great.
yeah. The
Rush Hour.
Way of Dragon with Chuck Norris. Yeah.
Rush Hour is a good movie.
Anyway, thanks for stopping in, Chad. Appreciate it. Yeah, Rush Hour. Yeah, that was great.
Jackie Chan's in that movie.
Yeah.
The one with the 5 guys.
Oh, the one with the 5 guys you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that. Not Rush Hour. He's the main character in Rush Hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know this. Well,
He's in that movie. You know
I
that.
know
Did you
I'm
know
old.
that?
I
Did you
know
know
I'm
he's in that
old.
movie?
Yeah. Game of Death was the one they finished after his death. Okay.
Quite the title.
Yeah. Wagons East, as G.I. Jetman said, was finished after John Candy passed away. But he finished most of his filming before that movie, actually. He just kind of passed away after the movie was ready to go. There wasn't much filming left to do on that.
I can't read any of these. They're all in Chinese.
Well, learn Chinese.
It's all Chinese to me.
I thought you were supposed to be learning Chinese, or is it Korean that you were learning?
Korean that you said I should learn.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I picked Korean. Obviously, you needed to learn Chinese first.
It's more important. I think isn't it like the most spoken language on the planet?
Tony's Figs, what's up, dude? Someone mentions martial arts and Chad shows up. That's kind of suspicious. Yeah, maybe he's hiding something. Maybe it's Master Chad Lee or something like that.
Chad Lee.
Chad Lee.
It's kind of Chad Lee. That's Declan's best friend.
Declan's best friend?
Declan and Chad Lee.
No, his name is Chadsworth. That's the Sasquatch. Chadsworth.
I was just saying that it sounds like
It's not Declan, it's Declan, remember?
Declan.
We made him fancy.
Declan Van Helsing.
Yes. Declan Van Helsing. Kind of like when people say my name, it's Action and not Action. Yes.
Action. Hee-haw.
Snake and Eagle's Shadows is a great Jackie Chan movie. Snake and Eagle's Shadow. I don't think I've ever seen that one, Mendoza.
Okay, anybody in chat, can you help me? There's an old movie. It's not really a kung fu movie, but there's kung fu in it because it's from China. But it's about these like 5 guys who get out of prison together. There's like a con man, a guy who steals tires from people, and then this like fat guy and a couple others. But then there's a scene where like he pretends that he's invisible, and all the other guys are pretending that he's invisible, and he goes and sneaks like around and is naked the whole time. And then
I remember you watched that one. You told me all about it when I got home. That's right. I remember that one now. Yeah.
It's like they go to a carnival, and the whole time, like Jackie
What's
Chan
up, Brian?
is a police officer.
Yeah.
Anybody know?
We'll have to find that one for sure because I remember it's probably still on Tubi because it was on Tubi.
It was on YouTube.
Was that on YouTube? I thought you watched that one on Tubi.
I watched all of them on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because you had it all right in a row. Someone had the playlist. Yeah. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that one, though, because you were dying about it.
It was such a good movie.
Yeah.
So funny. I couldn't understand any of the words, but it was so funny.
It's awesome. Jackie Chan's pretty good. I like Jackie Chan and the Rush Hour movies. He was really good in that movie he just did not recently, like within the last few years, called The Foreigner with Pierce Bronson, where his family gets taken out by a bomb. Well, his wife gets killed with one of his daughters escaping wherever they were escaping from to come to London. And then there's a bomb explosion that killed his last daughter in London. And he finds out who's responsible for it. And he goes and takes him out because he's like some special forces in the military that he was in. Does it have Sammo Hung? He doesn't know who the actors are.
I know what they look like.
Yeah, try that.
There it is right there.
Brian. Thanks for popping in.
Winners and Sinners. That's exactly the movie. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, Mendoza.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I'm going to watch that.
What's it called? Winners and Sinners.
Winners and Sinners.
Is that
free on YouTube?
Okay. Well, now you have something to do tonight.
Shallow Hell is also free on YouTube. They got all the good movies.
Shallow Hell.
Yeah. Jack Black movie.
Jack Black. I'm surprised you haven't gone out and got his action figure yet.
A Shallow Hell action figure?
No, Jack Black action figure from
From Walmart. They have a perfect Minecraft one of him.
Yeah,
It's
that's
pretty
the
wild.
one.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
I've seen it.
Supposedly, there's a 4-inch, a 6-inch, and a 12-inch.
There's one. I saw one that was like this big.
That's probably the 4-inch. Yeah.
And it looks really good.
Yeah, it does look really good.
When is
Wheels
this
on meals. Is that what you call driving the ambulance now, Tony? All right. I think we're going to close out the shop.
Calling it a night.
Calling it a night.
I haven't even finished my tea.
Haven't finished your tea yet? You want to talk about more movies? We can talk about more
What
movies.
a weird way to hold a cup. Look at that. Who holds a cup like that? Nobody on the planet holds a cup like this.
I have to hold this cup like this because it's so damn big.
I hold it like this because I'm a rebel. I know there's a handle there, but I don't want it.
Jackie Chan fights
Benny and the
Jets. I was just thinking that too. Benny and the Jets. Benny.
Let's talk about something other than movies. Let's talk about video games.
Want to talk about video games? I don't
What's your
know
favorite
anything
video
about
game?
video games.
Should I tell you about my favorite video game right now?
Sure. Tell me about your favorite video game.
Assassin's Creed Shadows is such a good game, guys. Okay, I very much recommend it.
You
It's
know,
so
you're
cool.
lucky that Matthew isn't here right now because he'd tell you that ninjas aren't real. But go on.
Nobody's real. We're all
I
just
know.
illusions.
We're all just illusions.
They're not ninjas. They're called shinobi, and it was a real
Shinobi.
thing. Even if he doesn't want to admit, there were all legit
you know,
historical context of shinobi.
Yes.
All right, Matthew. Jeez, I've googled it.
Anyway, tell me about the game.
It's really cool. She's not a ninja. She's a shinobi. But then there's
Okay.
also a samurai named Yasuke, and he
Yep.
was a Portuguese slave, real guy that actually existed in history.
Yep.
I don't think the timelines actually match up. I don't think that the things that were going on in Japan line up with when Yasuke was there, but it was pretty cool. It's really fun to just kill people. Take that out of context.
So, do you get to do like a lot of like stuff that would be considered like parkour or whatever? Climbing
It's all
walls. and
parkour. The whole game is
it?
parkour.
Whole
All
game-
of
whole
it.
game
The whole
parkour.
game is parkour. You're running around, jumping on walls, climbing buildings. It's really cool.
And what kind of weapons do you have? Do you have throwing stars, nunchucks,
Mhm.
samurai swords? What do you
Shuriken,
got?
kunai, smoke bombs. You have a katana,
Smoke bombs.
a tanto. You can have the thing with the
Hi, Rhea.
scythe and ball. Hi, Ray. It's the weird scythe with a ball with a chain in the middle.
Oh
You
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The whole game's fun. Very fun. Black Flag's a good game too. Menhoza. Great game. Love
That was
pirates.
the pirate one, right?
It's
Yeah,
a pirate one.
yeah. That was awesome.
Odyssey is a good one. Odyssey, I think people don't like Odyssey because it's Assassin's Creed game. But if you get rid of the idea that it's an Assassin's Creed game, it's a really good game on its own. But like if you want to think about it being an Assassin's Creed game, the last 3 Assassin's Creed games have been not Assassin's Creed games.
I played Assassin's Creed. I think it was when they did the Revolutionary
3.
time. Is that what it
Assassin's
was?
Creed 3 with Connor, the Native American guy.
I don't know. I can't remember. That was like a long time ago.
Did he have a hatchet?
I don't remember because it was a
So
long
you don't
time
remember
ago.
the game at all?
I remember playing it because I was on a business trip for work, and the guy that was in the room next to me that I was friends with had brought his PlayStation, and we sat there and played that till like 4:00 in the morning.
That's a good one.
And we were supposed to be up for like work meetings at 6 a.m. They did not go well the next day. Sitting there listening to work training meetings for 8 hours when you had an hour and a half of sleep is almost impossible. So, as a lesson to you, my son, do not do
I've
that.
been doing it my whole life.
I know.
There's no
you
lesson
you
here.
thrive on,
I thrive
on
off
just
of that.
weird
Yeah.
sleep schedules, so you'd be fine. Plus, you have one cup of coffee, you're up for like 36 hours.
Yeah, this tea is going to keep me up for the next 3 days. So, which way of me holding my cup do you think's the weirdest so far? What about this one?
Well, if you can drink it without holding it, that'd be really impressive.
If I use my feet,
And not wearing it. No, don't.
nah, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
That's what you need to develop, right? Like all those things that plug into Crocs. You need to come up with
I
like
got to get a whole foot
Croc
holder.
things that like have a hand that holds your coffee cup.
Lincoln County War. I'm hoping the next era of Assassin's Creed games is going to be Cowboys. Now imagine that.
I thought
Cowboy
they did
assassins.
Cowboys.
That's Red Dead Redemption, my friend.
Oh, yes.
Mein Freund.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm all about the Cowboys right now.
I know you're all about the
Obsessed-
Cowboys right now.
Obsessed with it right now.
You should play Red Dead Redemption. I own the online version. We can play together.
We will.
Buy yourself a PC. Get yourself a whole streaming room. You got a room.
I got
Start
a
that.
room
Start streaming Red Dead Redemption. Just become a Red Dead Redemption streamer.
to become a Red Dead Redemption streamer.
Yeah.
When I was at Buffalo State, I would stay in my dorm and just play PlayStation. Well, there's not a lot else to do at Buff State, so that's part of the reason. Class Action Cheese, Death Race, all of them. Yes. I like the Death Races for sure. Those are definitely good movies.
Did you know that you can hear your PC fan, but not your laptop fan through your microphone?
Me?
Yeah.
My laptop is not running.
What are you on right now?
My laptop.
Okay.
The fan's not going.
The fan's going.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, but there's a sound of like
It's-
crickets.
It's got to be the fridge.
No, you sound like a cricket. Like I've heard it the whole stream. You sound like there's a cricket inside of your brain.
Really? Well,
Yeah,
there's a
it
cricket
sounds
inside
like a
my
PC
brain.
fan.
How do you
Is it-
think I get around?
Is it me?
It's you.
It's not me.
Heard it. I just heard it when you took your headphones off.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that it's me. I
Take
can
your
hear it through my
headphones off.
headphones. I can hear it through my headphones.
Now I hear it. It's got to
But
be.
you weren't hearing it before, were you?
No.
Okay, so it's not me because
That's
I
you.
wouldn't be hearing it through my own headphone, like my own microphone. I can't hear myself. That's because I just put you up against my PC fan.
I don't know. Maybe it's the battery pack.
Cat, have you guys heard it the whole time? It's like a weird, like, it sounds like crickets. Are you secretly like in a cricket room? You got a cricket room in your house?
I literally don't hear anything.
Probably
I
something
have,
to do with
I have
microphone.
super hearing.
You don't hear any crickets, then it might. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Tiffany
what it
doesn't
is.
hear crickets. It's just you, man. It's the
Tiffany,
cricket
you might
in
be
your
a
brain.
cricket. We don't know. We all might be crickets here.
We're
There's
all
a cricket inside
crickets.
my head.
There's a
I have a
cricket
cricket
living
in my
inside
head.
your head. I planted one of those sound machines that Tyler
No, don't
showed
even
on
talk about
screen
that.
the other
That's
day.
evil. You're a bad
That's in
person
your
if you do that.
ceiling. That's just
Yeah.
got crickets that
In
go
my
off every-
ceiling, did you drill a
Yeah.
hole?
in your closet.
In my closet. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
was
why you
watching
had-
me.
That's why you had that dream the other night
Yeah.
about someone standing in your closet. That
I
was really
woke
just
up last
me.
night the other day, guys, and
Last night the other day.
randomly, yeah, last night the other day. I don't know what night it was or what day it was. I woke up in the middle of the night, and I immediately thought somebody was watching me from my closet. That wasn't like I woke up and there was like, oh, what's that? Oh, there might be somebody. It was like, boom, there's someone in your closet. Wake up. And it happened before too. A couple days ago, I told them about it. It's wild. I think
Yeah.
that there's some creeper in my closet.
Yeah, there's a creeper living in your closet because it's huge. You got gigantic closet.
Giant closet. I don't know. It's like a little demon. He's probably in there like
Yeah,
this and like creeping.
it's a
creeping.
troll. He wants your money. Give me your
Yeah.
money.
It's the night man.
Yeah.
Day man.
So
Fighter
I
of
don't
the
hear
night man.
nobody else hears crickets.
Captain of the sun.
I'm looking forward to the frogs coming up soon because that'll be starting probably within the next.
Ribbit.
All the little peepers.
You're a frog.
You're a frog.
You're a frog.
You're
a frog. Is it frog or frog?
You're a frog.
Or is it like in between, like frog?
Frog.
Frog. Hello,
Font.
frog. Font. Yeah. Can we talk about this guy says font? This guy
No,
says
I don't say font. I
He
say
says font. Yes, font, my friend. I say font just like I say aunt, but you don't say aunt. You say aunt. And then you make fun of me for saying aunt.
Well, aunt sounds funny.
So does font, my friend.
That's
And
because
I say alien. I say alien. And he's like, what's the word? And I say alien. He's like, that's not how you say alien.
Oh, Tiffany
you're-
says she's a frog.
You're a hypocrite. Okay? Because
I'm
I'm,
not a
okay with
hypocrite.
people. I'm okay with people saying words certain ways. But when you want to make fun of people for saying words in certain ways and then say words in weird ways, that's when it gets crazy.
That's because everybody should speak as I do.
That's a
I
figure
didn't
of
teach
shame.
Speak the way you speak.
No, I speak better than you.
I know you
And
do.
I have a better vocabulary.
If you could just say font instead of font, then you'd be
I
okay.
will never in my life say font.
If you say font or log, then you sound like you're from
Log.
Western New York.
I am from Western New York. I'm
And
gonna start
you're-
talking with a British accent just to annoy you.
That doesn't bother me.
It bothers me. It bothers me bad.
I know it bothers you. It doesn't bother
Hello.
me.
Our ancestors would not appreciate us being so buddy with the British. I'm just saying. George Washington,
Well, we're not buddy with the British right now.
we are buddy with the British.
That prime minister dude just said that we could, if we ever go to Britain, Great England, whatever the place is called. What's it called? The UK.
The UK.
That we could be arrested for stuff that we posted online.
That makes sense.
Because they
it's a
don't have
country.
like the freedom of
They have
speech
their own
over
laws.
there that we do.
That makes sense. That's what happens. That's why I don't
Yep.
post online. Only thing I
I
ever
do.
put online is
I'm
saying
pushing the button. Every post I make is about how bad
how you hate the
England is,
British.
and the English Parliament and the government there is just horrible.
I'm just gonna turn my Instagram into a UK hatred
Yeah.
account. Just
Then
like
I'm going to go there on purpose and be like, I'm the one that posted that.
wearing an American flag.
Yes. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, say
I like
can
living on the
you
edge.
see by the
Oh,
dawn's
all right, dude.
early
I'm ready to go.
light?
I got to go. I'm tired. Gotta go to
Okay,
bed.
this is the creepiest way to hold your cup, I think. Good night. Goodbye, guys.
Everybody, thank you for stopping in. Luke, I'm glad that we were able to have this conversation from the Crick reunion. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Never gonna happen. 2 years,
Yeah.
maybe another 2 years.
Another year.
Another year.
Another
Okay,
year.
that works.
We'll have a reunion tour around Christmas this year.
No, not gonna happen. That's the same year. Too soon.
Okay. Next Christmas.
2027.
2027. All right. Anyway, everybody, thank you. We'll be back next Tuesday. Hopefully Travis will be ready to roll because he's got some things he wants to discuss. We'll be back to the usual topics and doing some shout outs from the Crick and stuff. And anybody that's around, check out on Pop Blender's channel. There's the evening blend with Pop Blender and Matthew Matson. And then tomorrow night, Kenzo's Creation goes on at 9 p.m. Eastern. And Thursday, Punk with Toys, Thursday with a friend, aka Thursday with a daughter. He will have his daughter Olivia on Thursday with him.
It's not going to be as fun as when I'm here, though. So I'm just
No.
saying, it's not going to be as cool of a stream.
Yeah,
I'm the
I won't-
cooler kid.
Yeah, you are the cooler kid.
I'm the cooler kid.
Friday night, anybody that's up late, random diorama
You always called him Rad.
does. I know I always call him Radon, but his channel is Random Diorama. Does a late night craft and chill. Usually starts around 11:30 or midnight on his channel, and he builds dioramas and does paintings and things like that. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, want to learn some techniques, we have a pretty cool group of guys that just hang out there and chill and watch him build and learn from each other and take pointers from each other and stuff like that. So, and then of course Saturday night, Ostradamus Toys Clubhouse. Pop on over there, and then on Sundays at 9 p.m. is Hella Dope Toys. That is a fun show. The Hella Dope Toys guys are great. They ship everything that's in stock in one business day. One business day.
A singular
Mossman.
business day.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't checked them out, go give
Anything
their
on
store a look
Wednesdays?
and see. Wednesdays is my day off of YouTube's.
But what about your friends? Do they not do
Well,
anything?
Kenzo does stuff on Wednesday. That's what I said. Kenzo's Creations is on at 9 p.m.
Wednesdays at
on
9.
Wednesday night. Yep. There's other stuff on YouTube, lots and lots of stuff. But those are the guys where I'm usually hanging around, modding channels and things like that. So I guess that's it. So everybody have a great evening. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Luke, thank you.
You're
Love
welcome.
you, little man. I'll talk
No,
to
you
you
don't.
later.
He's lying.
I am lying. I hate you. I'm going to get the troll out of your closet to come and get you.